we've said over the last few weeks, we have a clear plan that we are now working through.
60% is the sort of figure you need to get herd immunity.
Right, there's obviously people under a lot of pressure, politicians, governments around the world, a lot of pressure to be seen to act, so they may do things that aren't necessarily dictated by the science.
So, as a professional, I'm absolutely delighted that we are following the science and the evidence.
This weekend, when you go to the pub?
People can go to the pub as long as they have no symptoms. There is absolutely no restriction on their movements or what they do.
And what about slightly bigger gatherings, like a wedding, for example, where everybody knows each other, everybody's likely to kiss each other because it's a family thing? Do you think weddings are something that you shouldn't go to?
What we do know about the virus is that you're unlikely to be infectious when you don't have symptoms. Therefore, the clear message, if you like, for weddings and gatherings like that is to urge people that if they're concerned that they may have a cough or a fever, to stay away, and in that way you can try and make sure it's a happy event.
We are considering the question of banning major public events such as sporting fixtures. And the scientific advice, as we've said over the last couple of weeks, is that this banning such events will have little effect on the spread. We are not, repeat not, closing schools now. The scientific advice is that this could do more harm than good at this time.
We've wasted a month when we should have been engaging with the public. If this now spreads the way it looks as though it's likely to spread, there will not be enough hospital beds and people will have to be nursed at home. We should have got a grip on this a month ago.
We now have rolled out PPE to 2/3 of primary care, and the rest of it is in progress. So we will absolutely address this. It's quite right that we did. We wanted to get the timing of the rollout right so that the equipment is there should this epidemic hit in a very large way.
You cannot fight a fire blindfolded, and we cannot stop this pandemic if we don't know who is infected. We have a simple message for all countries: test, test, test.
The NHS and Public Health England said testing capacity had increased to 5,000 a day. By next week, that should double to 10,000. NHS staff, though, say this is too little, too late. Health officials say a new test, which can determine whether people have had the virus already and are therefore immune, is just weeks away from development.
That's progressing very fast. Public Health England are looking at this today. It is a game changer.